that found that 8th grade girls who drank more soda were skinnier than girls who drank less. Okay, but this was just a snapshot in time. What do you think is more likely? That the fatter girls were heavier because they drink less soda, or that they drank less sugary soda because they were heavier?
In today's video, we'll uncover the worst drink that, according to Dr. Gregor, can fuel cancer growth. We will also explore how this drink impacts the body, increasing the risk of cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Not only that, we'll share actionable tips to avoid this harmful beverage and suggest healthier alternatives that promote overall wellness and longevity. Before revealing the drink to avoid, let's first understand how diet influences cancer development and why certain drinks can intensify the problem. Cancer thrives in environments of chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, and oxidative stress. Many of these conditions can be aggravated by what we consume daily. Some beverages are loaded with sugar, artificial ingredients, and unhealthy additives that not only spike blood sugar levels, but also create an acidic and inflammatory state in the body. Over time, these effects weaken the immune system and promote an environment conducive to tumor growth. Avoiding such harmful drinks is a crucial step toward reducing your cancer risk and supporting your body's natural defenses. But before we continue, this content is provided for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider with any questions about your health or a medical condition. Now that we have understood the importance of diet, let's reveal the worst drink that feeds cancer. According to Dr. Michael Gregor, alcohol is one of the most dangerous beverages linked to cancer development and progression. Cancer is a complex disease characterized by uncontrolled cell growth. While genetic factors play a role, lifestyle choices significantly influence cancer risk. Poor dietary habits, smoking, lack of physical activity, and alcohol consumption are leading contributors to cancer development. Alcohol, commonly consumed in various forms such as beer, wine, and spirits, has been classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. This classification places alcohol in the same category as tobacco and asbestos due to its proven link to cancer.
Recently, the IARC, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, the official World Health Organization body that decides what is and is not cancer-causing, concluded that alcoholic beverages, all alcoholic beverages, are to be considered carcinogenic to humans.
Multiple studies have demonstrated the relationship between alcohol consumption and various types of cancer, including breast, liver, colon, esophageal, and head and neck cancers. Even moderate alcohol intake has been associated with increased cancer risk.
That about 5,000 breast cancer deaths a year are attributable to light drinking, meaning nearly 5,000 women that died of breast cancer maybe wouldn't have if they just would have stayed away from alcohol completely, leading to an editorial in the medical journal Breast that concluded, women who consume alcohol chronically have an increased risk for breast cancer that is dose-dependent but without threshold, meaning there's apparently no level of alcohol consumption that doesn't raise breast cancer risk at least a little. So no safe threshold. Any level of alcohol consumption appears to increase the risk of developing an alcohol-related cancer.
While sugary beverages and processed drinks pose health risks, alcohol's carcinogenic properties make it uniquely harmful. Alcohol directly damages cells, unlike sugar, which mainly contributes to obesity and indirect cancer risk. Alcohol not only initiates cancer, but can also worsen its progression by weakening the immune system, promoting metastasis and impairing treatment efficacy.
We've known about the possible association between the consumption of alcohol with excessive mortality from cancer for more than 100 years. Though the evidence is accumulating that alcohol drinking is also associated with pancreatic cancer, prostate cancer, and melanoma, we're pretty certain that alcohol increases risk of mouth cancer, throat cancer, esophageal cancer, colorectal cancer, liver cancer, voice box cancer, and breast cancer. Current estimates suggest that alcohol causes about 5.8% of all cancer deaths in these organs worldwide.
When alcohol is consumed, the body metabolizes it primarily in the liver. During this process, ethanol is broken down into acetaldehyde, a highly reactive and toxic compound. While this metabolic step might seem routine, the consequences for cellular health are profound. Acetaldehyde doesn't just pass through the body harmlessly. It inflicts serious damage on a cellular level. It is a known carcinogen capable of binding directly to DNA and proteins within cells. This binding process causes DNA damage and interferes with the body's ability to repair itself. As genetic material becomes compromised, cells lose their ability to regulate normal growth and division. The body has limited defenses against acetaldehyde exposure, especially in heavy or frequent drinkers, where the accumulation can overwhelm natural repair mechanisms. Additionally, some individuals have a genetic variation that results in slower acetaldehyde breakdown, leading to prolonged exposure to this toxin. This genetic trait significantly raises cancer risks, particularly for esophageal and head and neck cancers. The critical danger of acetaldehyde is its role as a cancer promoter. When DNA damage goes unchecked, it can trigger mutations that lead to uncontrolled cell growth. Scientific studies have linked acetaldehyde exposure to several cancers, including liver, breast, and colorectal cancers. Dr. Michael Gregor emphasizes that alcohol, due to its acetaldehyde production, is not just a risk factor, but a direct contributor to cancer initiation. Avoiding alcohol or significantly reducing its consumption can drastically lower this risk, making it a key step in cancer prevention. Hormonal balance plays a crucial role in regulating cellular growth, repair, and overall health. However, alcohol consumption can significantly disrupt this balance, particularly by increasing estrogen levels in the body. Estrogen, while essential for various biological functions, can become a cancer-promoting factor when its levels rise unnaturally. Understanding how alcohol influences hormone levels is critical in explaining its link to hormone-related cancers, especially breast cancer. When alcohol is metabolized, it alters the liver's ability to break down hormones efficiently. The liver is responsible for regulating estrogen levels by metabolizing excess amounts circulating in the bloodstream. Alcohol impairs this process, causing estrogen levels to remain elevated for longer periods. Not only that, alcohol can increase the activity of aromatase, an enzyme that converts androgens into estrogen. This enzyme activity further contributes to higher estrogen levels, particularly in women. Excess estrogen binds to specific receptors in cells, including breast tissue, triggering cell proliferation. The more cells divide, the greater the chance for genetic errors and mutations to occur. This increased cellular activity, combined with alcohol's DNA-damaging effects, creates a dangerous environment for cancer initiation. The most significant impact of alcohol-driven hormonal disruption is its link to breast cancer. Elevated estrogen levels are directly associated with a higher risk of hormone receptor-positive breast cancers, the most common subtype. Studies have shown that even moderate alcohol consumption can raise estrogen levels enough to impact cancer risk. Dr. Michael Gregor emphasizes that alcohol's effect on hormonal disruption is another critical reason it should be avoided, especially for those concerned about breast cancer prevention. By putting alcohol intake to a stop, individuals can better regulate hormonal balance and lower their overall cancer risk. Inflammation and oxidative stress are two biological processes that, when balanced, can play a role in healing and cellular repair. However, chronic inflammation and excessive oxidative stress can be highly damaging, contributing to the development of various diseases, including cancer. Alcohol consumption disrupts this balance, triggering persistent inflammation and oxidative damage throughout the body, creating a favorable environment for cancer to develop. When alcohol produces acetaldehyde, it generates free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cells. They cause oxidative stress, which occurs when the body's antioxidant defenses are overwhelmed by these reactive molecules. Oxidative stress can damage cellular components such as DNA, proteins, and lipids, leading to genetic mutations and cellular dysfunction. Simultaneously, alcohol irritates tissues, particularly in the liver, digestive tract, and mouth, triggering chronic inflammation. This persistent low-grade inflammation signals the immune system to continuously repair damaged cells, which, over time, can result in scar tissue and cellular abnormalities. Chronic inflammation also releases pro-inflammatory cytokines that promote cell proliferation and inhibit cell death, both of which are hallmarks of cancer progression. The combination of oxidative stress and chronic inflammation makes alcohol a significant cancer promoter. Together, they create a cellular environment where damage accumulates faster than the body can repair it, increasing the risk of cancerous mutations. Scientific research has linked this inflammatory response to cancers of the liver, esophagus, colon, and pancreas. Dr. Michael Gregor highlights that alcohol-driven inflammation and oxidative stress are critical mechanisms in cancer development, emphasizing the importance of avoiding alcohol to protect cellular health. Reducing alcohol intake can help lower inflammation, minimize oxidative stress, and significantly decrease cancer risk. Dr. Michael Gregor emphasizes that alcohol consumption, even in small amounts, poses significant cancer risks. His research advocates for complete abstinence to minimize cancer susceptibility. He highlights the misleading claims about moderate drinking benefits and stresses the importance of a plant-based diet for cancer prevention.
The World Health Organization, the World Heart Federation, Global Burden of Disease Study, etc., say the only safe level of drinking is none.
Organizations like the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend limiting alcohol consumption or abstaining entirely. No level of alcohol consumption has been deemed completely safe for cancer prevention. The notion that red wine provides health benefits due to its antioxidant content is misleading. The carcinogenic effects of alcohol outweigh the minor benefits derived from antioxidants, which can be obtained from non-alcoholic sources.
If you eat some cheese and crackers, this is the triglycerides bump you get. If you sip some wine with the same snack, they shoot through the roof. Now, we know it was the alcohol because if you use de-alcoholized red wine, non-alcoholic red wine, the same wine but with the alcohol removed, you don't get the same reaction. This has been shown in about a half dozen other studies, along with an increase in inflammatory markers.
Before we move on, if you are looking to dive deeper into the worst drinks that feed cancer, be sure to subscribe to the QuickTime newsletter linked below. Each week, we share expert-backed tips, delicious recipes, and actionable steps to help you live longer and feel your best delivered right to your inbox. Reducing alcohol intake is a powerful step toward better health and cancer prevention. While many people understand the risks, breaking the habit can be challenging due to social norms, habits, and even mild dependency. Cutting back on alcohol requires both mindset shifts and practical strategies, making it essential to explore effective ways to support this lifestyle change.
Now, eating a healthy diet may help modulate that risk. Yeah, alcohol increases the risk of breast cancer, but a fiber-rich diet may have the opposite effect. And so eating more whole plant foods may be able to help ease the adverse effects of alcohol. Alcohol has been shown to increase sex hormone levels like estrogen, which may increase breast cancer risk, but you see the opposite happening eating fiber-rich foods. Fiber appears to bind estrogen in the colon and help flush it out of the body.
One of the most effective methods for reducing alcohol consumption is finding satisfying non-alcoholic alternatives. Options like flavored sparkling water, herbal teas, or non-alcoholic beers and wines can replace the ritual of drinking without compromising social experiences. Moreover, seeking support from health professionals, such as nutritionists, therapists, or support groups, can also provide guidance and accountability during the transition. Professional help is particularly important for those with a history of heavy drinking. Social settings often revolve around alcohol, making it difficult to abstain without feeling left out. However, actively engaging in alcohol-free social activities like coffee meetups, fitness classes, or creative workshops can help build a supportive environment. By adopting these strategies, individuals can reduce their alcohol intake significantly, improving overall health and lowering cancer risk. Dr. Michael Gregor emphasizes that alcohol reduction is not just a wellness choice, but a life-saving measure. Taking control of alcohol consumption empowers people to prioritize their health and longevity. So, that is all for the worst drink that feeds cancer cells. But even by making correct dietary changes, there could be a missing piece in the puzzle that can also feed cancer even when you are not taking any harmful drinks. It can be exposure to harmful radiations and environmental toxins. So, join us in the next video to uncover the 5 tips and lifestyle changes that will help your body to prevent cancer growth in your body naturally.